This wasn't just another game for the Detroit Lions. Monday Night Football in Baltimore was a chance to prove they're for real. Their 38-20 win over the Ravens wasn't just a victory, it was a statement. For years, Lions fans waited for a moment like this, and this game felt like the reward for all that patience. Coach Dan Campbell's new culture and the team's grit were on full display. The Lions didn't just win, they dominated, showing heart and unity. National commentators took notice. This was a different Detroit team. The win moved them to the top of their division, but the real story was the confidence and energy they played with. This was a declaration. The Detroit Lions have arrived. For every fan in Honolulu Blue, this was the start of something special. The Lions' victory started with a relentless ground game. David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs combined for 218 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns, setting the tone. The offensive line, Decker, Sewell, Glasgow, Ratledge, Mahogany, dominated, opening huge lanes and keeping Goff untouched. Montgomery's electrifying 72-yard run stunned the crowd and showed the Lions could strike from anywhere. Gibbs's quickness kept the defense guessing, and when both backs score, the Lions are undefeated. Their commitment to the run controlled the clock and wore down the Ravens' defense. An 18-play, 98-yard drive that chewed up nearly 11 minutes was a masterpiece in physical football. The Lions' identity is clear, tough, disciplined, and built to win in the trenches. This was old-school football at its finest. While the offense shined and put points on the board, it was the Lions' defense that truly set the tone for the night. From the opening whistle, they played with a relentless energy and focus that was impossible to ignore. The Lions' defense built a wall the Ravens simply couldn't break through, no matter how hard they tried. Every snap, every down, Detroit's defenders swarmed to the ball, making life miserable for Baltimore's offense. They sacked Lamar Jackson 7 times, never letting him get comfortable in the pocket. The pressure was constant, forcing Jackson to rush throws and scramble for his life. Baltimore's vaunted run game, usually a major weapon, was held to just 85 yards. The Lions' front 7 clogged every running lane, shutting down the Ravens' ground attack before it could get started. Aiden Hutchinson led the charge, recording multiple sacks and forcing a crucial fumble. His energy and leadership inspired the whole unit, and his big plays came at the most important moments. The defensive front worked in perfect sync, containing Jackson's mobility and shutting down the run. Every player knew their assignment, and they executed with discipline and aggression. Late in the fourth, DJ Reed's fumble recovery sealed the win, capping off a night of clutch defensive plays. The Lions' defense didn't just react, they dictated the action. The defense didn't wait for mistakes. They created them, forcing turnovers and making the Ravens pay for every misstep. Their swagger and confidence were obvious, flying to the ball on every play. The sideline was electric, with every stop fueling their momentum. From the defensive line to the secondary, it was a complete team effort. Communication was sharp, and every player trusted the man next to him. They proved they can go toe-to-toe with the league's best offenses, shutting down a team known for explosive plays and dynamic athletes. This defensive masterpiece was a huge reason for the Lions' primetime triumph, sending a message to the rest of the NFL that Detroit's defense is a force to be reckoned with. The message was clear. Detroit's defense is for real, and they're ready to take on anyone who stands in their way. Big games are decided by big moments, and the Lions delivered. Tight end Sam Laporta made 3 clutch third-down catches to keep drives alive. On a crucial 4th and 2, Jared Goff hit Amon-Ra St. Brown for 20 yards, a gutsy call that paid off. Montgomery's 72-yard run electrified the team and silenced the crowd. The offensive line's blocking and Montgomery's vision made it a highlight reel play. The defense's forced fumble in the 4th quarter slammed the door shut. These moments, Laporta's catches, Goff's pass, Montgomery's run, and the defense's turnover, were the building blocks of victory. Each play showed poise under pressure. The Lions earned this win with clutch performances when it mattered most. That's how you win on the big stage. The Detroit Lions are a team reborn, and at the heart of their transformation stands head coach Dan Campbell. His courage, passion, and relentless drive have become the very soul of this franchise. The Lions reflect the courage of their head coach, Dan Campbell, in every snap, every huddle, and every decision made on the field. Against the Ravens, Campbell's aggressive style was on full display, going for it on 4th down 3 times, converting each one. Each decision wasn't just about numbers or analytics, it was about sending a message to his players. He believes in them, and he's willing to put the game in their hands. The boldest call came late in the game, with the Lions facing a daunting 4th and 2 on their own side of the field. The stadium held its breath, knowing the risk involved. Most coaches would have played it safe, but Campbell thrives in these moments. Instead of punting, Campbell trusted his offense, and Goff delivered with a 20-yard completion. That play wasn't just a conversion, it was a statement. It showed the team that their coach has unwavering faith in their ability to execute under pressure. This mindset, playing to win, not just to avoid losing, has become the team's identity. The Lions are no longer content to play it safe or settle for mediocrity. They attack every opportunity, fueled by a belief that they can overcome any obstacle. The players have bought in because they know their coach believes in them. Campbell's confidence is infectious, and it's changed the way the team approaches every challenge. In the locker room and on the field, you can see the trust growing stronger with every game. That trust flows both ways, turning risky decisions into game-winning plays. The players respond to Campbell's faith in them by giving everything they have, knowing that their coach will always have their backs. Campbell's fearlessness has transformed the Lions from perennial underdogs to legitimate contenders. The team now plays with a swagger and confidence that hasn't been seen in Detroit for years. It's not just about play calls, it's about a culture of belief and accountability. Every player knows their role, and they hold each other to the highest standard. The locker room is filled with energy, unity, and a sense of shared purpose. The Lions now expect to win, and it shows. Their confidence radiates from the tunnel to the field, and even the fans can feel the difference. Detroit is no longer just hoping for a win, they're demanding it. This primetime victory was proof of a team united by trust. Every player, coach, and fan could sense that something special is happening in Detroit. Campbell's courage is the foundation of Detroit's rise. His leadership has sparked a movement, and the Lions are now a team that believes in itself and in each other like never before. Every big win has an unexpected hero. This time, it was Al-Quadin Muhammad. At 30, the journeyman defensive end stepped up when called upon, delivering a career night, 2.5 sacks, 4 tackles, and 2 tackles for loss. Just a year ago, Muhammad was out of the league, waiting for a call. The Lions gave him a shot, and he seized it, earning the game ball. His story is one of perseverance and grit, a perfect fit for this team. Muhammad's hunger and passion were evident on every play. He proved that anyone on this roster can be the hero. His performance inspired teammates and fans alike. On this night, Muhammad wasn't just a backup, he was a game changer. His journey adds another powerful chapter to the Lions season. To truly move forward, the Detroit Lions first had to confront the shadows of their past. For decades, the franchise was haunted by heartbreak, missed opportunities, and a reputation for falling short when it mattered most. The weight of history was heavy, and every new season brought reminders of old wounds. Just 2 years ago, the Lions were blown out in Baltimore, a loss that stung deeply and reinforced the narrative of a team unable to rise to the occasion. But this time, when they returned to that same field, everything was different. They played with a sense of purpose, and instead of being overwhelmed, they dominated from the opening whistle. Their emphatic 38-20 win wasn't just a victory on the scoreboard. It was a statement. It was redemption, a chance to erase painful memories and replace them with pride. For the players, coaches, and fans, it felt like a turning point. The Ravens almost never lose primetime home games. Their stadium is a fortress filled with energy and noise, but the Lions weren't intimidated by the moment or the crowd. They embraced the challenge, determined to prove they belonged among the NFL's elite. They showed remarkable mental toughness, walking into a hostile environment and taking control of the game. Every player was locked in, focused on the mission, and unwilling to let the past define them. The defining moment came with an 18-play, 98-yard touchdown drive, a marathon possession that shattered old narratives about Detroit's offense. It was a display of patience, power, and precision, wearing down a defense that prided itself on never breaking. That drive, against a Ravens defense that hadn't allowed such a march in decades, symbolized the new Lions, patient, powerful, and relentless. It was a message to the league that Detroit was no longer an afterthought. This win proved they're no longer the same old Lions. The team's identity has changed, and so has the belief of everyone who wears Honolulu blue. The ghosts of the past are gone, replaced by a team built on grit, unity, and unwavering belief in themselves. The city of Detroit can finally look forward with hope. This was more than revenge. It was the start of a new era, a moment that will be remembered as the night the Lions truly turned the page. Detroit's transformation is real, and now the entire league is taking notice. The Lions have arrived, and their journey is just beginning. The Detroit Lions are capturing hearts across the country. Once underdogs, they're now a national sensation, drawing huge ratings and a growing fan base. Their exciting style, power running, relentless defense, and gutsy coaching makes them must-watch TV. Fans see a team playing with passion and joy, led by relatable players and an authentic coach. The traveling sea of Honolulu blue proves their support stretches far beyond Detroit. The Lions represent hope and the power of a dramatic turnaround. Once overlooked, they're now a main event, featured in prime time and discussed nationwide. The Lions have become America's team, a symbol of resilience and a story everyone can cheer for. This is more than football. It's a movement. Why do so many people love this Lions team? Because they embody hard work, resilience, and belief. Built through smart drafting and a culture of accountability, they've earned every bit of their success. Their stars and underdogs alike play with heart, stories of redemption and perseverance that resonate with everyone. Coach Dan Campbell's authenticity and passion have created a family atmosphere. Fans see a leader who truly cares, forging a powerful connection beyond football. The Lions are a story of hope, showing it's possible to rise from the bottom. Once a symbol of frustration, they're now a source of pride and inspiration. When the Lions roar, it's not just Detroit, it's a chorus of fans everywhere. This is their moment in the sun, and everyone wants to be part of it.